Hi, and welcome to Cenario, your partner in mental wellness. Here on our channel, we share educational, insightful, and science-backed content to help you understand your mental health and take meaningful steps toward a more balanced life. If you're ready to learn, grow, and take control of your wellness journey, let's jump right in.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're talking about something pretty much everyone goes through, heartbreak. We're going to get into why it hurts so bad, and more importantly, figure out a real path to getting through it. So let me ask you this. Have you ever felt a breakup, like in your chest? That heavy, aching feeling? It's not just in your head. That pain is a real physical thing, and we're about to get into exactly why that is. So if we're going to heal from it, first we really have to get why it's so incredibly painful. This isn't just about feeling sad, no. It's a super complex thing happening on like every level of who we are. And here's the thing. Science actually backs this up. You know that heavy feeling in your chest or that pit in your stomach? Well, it turns out your brain processes that emotional pain in the exact same places it processes physical pain. So yeah, it's a totally legit physiological thing happening in your body. And we should be clear, this isn't just about romantic breakups. Heartbreak can happen when any deep connection gets severed. It could be losing a close friend, a family member, or even letting go of a dream you've had for years. So let's get into the nitty-gritty. What is actually going on inside your brain and your body when you're going through this? The science here is pretty wild, honestly. Okay, so think of it like this. Our brains are basically wired for connection. When you're in a close relationship, your brain is getting this awesome, steady drip of feel-good chemicals, right? Dopamine, oxytocin, all that good stuff. When that connection is suddenly gone, poof, your brain basically goes into withdrawal. That's why you get those intense cravings and that awful empty feeling. And then there's this huge part of the pain, the feeling that you've literally lost a part of yourself. I mean, when you're really close with someone, your lives and identities get all tangled up. So when it's over, you're left standing there asking, okay, so who am I now? It's a real identity crisis, and it's super disorienting. And this all circles back to why you feel it physically. The emotional stuff isn't just staying in your head. Nope. Your body is right there with you, responding to all that intense stress. Your whole nervous system is just on high alert, which leads to everything from being totally exhausted to that classic broken heart feeling in your chest. Okay, so understanding the why is one thing, but what do you do about it? How do you actually start to heal? Because it doesn't just happen on its own. Let's lay out a real, actionable roadmap to start moving forward. All right, step one, and honestly, this might be the most important one of all. You have to let yourself grieve. Just feel it. You're mourning something that mattered. If you try to just stuff it down or rush past it, it's only going to make it last longer. Letting yourself feel that grief isn't a sign of weakness. It's proof that you were capable of a really deep connection. Now, look at these two columns. We all have these two voices in our head, right? But after a heartbreak, it's so easy to get stuck in that first column, just beating yourself up. The key to healing is making a real effort to shift over to that second column. You have to start treating yourself with the same kindness you would give to your best friend going through the same thing. So we can actually break this whole recovery journey down into 5 core things you can do. You've got let yourself grieve, be kind to yourself, set some hard boundaries, start rebuilding who you are, and of course, lean on your people. They don't always happen in a perfect order, but they all work together to build you back up. Okay, let's talk about boundaries because this is a big one. This is not about punishing the other person. This is about protecting yourself. Remember that chemical withdrawal we mentioned? Well, to get through that, you absolutely need to create a safe space for yourself, away from constant reminders and triggers. Because constant contact or checking their social media, it's literally like picking at a scab over and over. It's never going to heal. And this is the perfect follow-up to setting boundaries. Once you've created that space for yourself, you can actually start the work of figuring out who you are again. And this is also where you have to treat your body like it's recovering from being sick. Because honestly, it kind of is. Getting enough sleep, eating good food, moving your body, these aren't luxuries, they are absolutely essential for healing. Now, this next part might feel totally impossible when you're in the thick of it. But believe me, the final stage of healing is where you start to turn all this pain into power. It's where you find the strength and the wisdom in what you've gone through. And the way you do that is by asking yourself some tough but important questions. This is how you start to change the story in your head from, here's what I lost, to here's what I learned. This is the work that makes sure all that pain wasn't for nothing, that it actually helps you build a better future. But through all of this, please remember to be patient with yourself. Healing is not a straight line. There will be good days, and there will be really, really bad days where it feels like you're right back at the start. That doesn't mean you're failing. It's just part of the process. You just have to trust it. So let's leave it with this thought. Heartbreak can make you feel like you're just broken, shattered. But what if that's not the whole story? What if all this pain, as awful as it is actually the very thing that helps you build a stronger, wiser, more resilient version of yourself?
Thank you for watching Cenario. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For personalized mental wellness supplements, visit Cenario.com. See you in the next one.